Also, what is up with Adobe? They raised the price, and I think I'm over them. I think Adobe is like my toxic ex, and I just can't get away from her. But it's getting to the point where I think it's bringing me down, man. Yeah. Long story short, they're still fucking us. And I looked at it in the past 3 months. I gave Adobe over $100 just to access my files, just to access my photos, just to access projects that belong to me that I've created. I think that's just insane. Why are we putting a price on creativity? I've been using Adobe for over 14 years, and I think it's just time to move on. I think there's better options, there's better alternatives where we're not supporting corporations, we're not supporting corporate greed. I wanted to look into Affinity because I wanted to buy their actual suite because they were affordable. Recently, see if we can check this out. Affinity 3 dropped, and Affinity 3 combines all of their programs, their Lightroom alternative, their Photoshop alternative, and their InDesign alternative, and they packaged it all in one package, and they're giving to you for free, which I know when you hear free, you're thinking, what's the catch? Or if something's free, then that means you are the product. With something like this, I have yet to figure out what the approach is. If this is going to be a loss leader for Canva, because if many of you don't know, Canva did acquire Affinity, and Canva has a free structure with a premium, a premium option. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of direction Canva takes Affinity. But for now, for free and have all those options, I think it's now would be a better time than ever than to switch over and stop supporting corporations that are charging you over $20, over $30 to edit your own videos. Um, Recently, I've moved away from Premiere Pro uh, for like simple, more on the go content. I'm using CapCut, and I made the switch to DaVinci Resolve, and I'll bring you guys along the journey for that. DaVinci is a little confusing just with the nodes, but I've been every software has similarities, so I think I'm gonna get there, but I'm definitely not perfecting it anytime soon. But if you got CapCut, DaVinci Resolve, um, and then the Affinity suite, I don't think you need to spend money to create good content in 2026. So take that with a grain of salt. Cancel your Adobe subscription. It's just you got to keep it real. You got to keep it a buck. And if we could all go back in time and you can buy suites, just take me back. Even because you could crack them, and that's that's how I learned. I spent my first like 6 years cracking Adobe CS3 or whatever it's called, and you can't crack them no more because it's live service or it's a subscription based, and we just need to get away from that. I'm at the point now where I think we're all grown ups now. We don't need to crack. We don't need to pirate. But I think for readily available software, it should be affordable, and you should have the option to own it forever, especially when it comes with programs that have to do with creativity and projects and things of that sort. But I would happily pay Affinity to have my own suite that I could own forever. So it's a little unfortunate that it's a free platform, but only time will tell. But I am gonna learn how to use it, and I am gonna use it for majority of my next projects, and I'll take you guys down on that road too.